We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. First down, it's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Reset.
3rd and long. It's Watson to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and it could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Leopard!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It was like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll go on the ground. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tiger,
Watson
Tiger.
will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger!
Now Watson. Left side Hopkins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Come back, come back!
From the gun, Watson. Now he'll wrap it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And a 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter doing pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Jackson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
And they'll run it here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going underneath for Lewis. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Watson, operating from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second is Watson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Green the line! Green the line!
Operating from the gun. Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big game, and it's paying off.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Jackson. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. First and 10. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now back to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set! 319! 319! Gone!
Looking to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Blue 90!
On second down, there's the option going left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
Hey. Got three. Three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. He's coming in. Cole Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they go to the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy to 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
No, check, Patriot!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run him now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Come back, come back.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. There's a complete to Miller. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Watson. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
Reset.
Watson on 3rd down. Well, he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Richmond. Tiger.
Watson on 1st down. Finding room inside the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Here's Watson. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Reset.
He'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his his way forward here for a good little gain. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Gary Jackson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! 41's coming. 41 the mic.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Lewis. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Barney!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard!
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run forward Dion Lewis. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. But he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the lead now increases to 20-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in a big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Reset!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on second is Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly.
To throw is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Watson. He shakes it off. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come back, come back.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
From the red zone now, Watson. It is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will get him 1 closer. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one for it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit! 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 Hot! Hot!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And now out comes Houston. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
On first down, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Given 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Target.
Lamar Miller. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Two jet.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gets it complete to Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Black gun out, Billy. Target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the stick.
I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Come back.
On first down, Watson. Room to run inside the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Richmond.
Again, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
judgment.
Here's Watson now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Cut.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Barrett looking to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 63 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. The Titan offense. Now working their way back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On first down, Barrett to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Barrett. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They try again with Lewis. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. He's got him in, Corey Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Hut!
To throw is Barrett. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
You got 4. You got 4. Quick. Watch the win. Ohio! Ohio! 55. Hut!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barrett and Walker with it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here. 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Runs through the contact. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Richmond.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Titans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Titans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
you